In this video, I want to cover how they rule over us. Is they pretend that they're at war with each other. How they rule over us, they pretend that there is division politically, spiritually, religiously, in every way. If you want to convince those who you wish to control that it's them and us, then you create that necessary illusion, and you would never believe that, wow, these people that pretend that they're at war with each other, they pretend that it's them against us. You wouldn't believe how much in common they have. You wouldn't believe how they have an affinity closer than you would believe. And I tell you why. Do you remember lockdown when everybody was concerned about taking Bill Gates' love juice? People were concerned. And what's interesting is that I looked up the ingredients of this love juice, okay? And it mentions pork, mercury, water, glycerine, all the ingredients that you need in order for it to be classified as, where I'm going. All the ingredients. You cannot have a Bill Gates love juice and not have these ingredients. Yeah, you know something? The Muslim sheiks, they pretend that they're against, them, the West are against them. They pretend that them against us. The Muslim sheiks went round to the Muslim world and told these people who regard pork to be haram, they regard pork to be sinful, that it's okay, you can take it. They were even using the Quran. There's no verse in the Quran whatsoever, to justify taking it, but they use the Quran. It makes you realize you could control the world masses just by quoting one verse from the Bible or one verse from the Quran. And you could easily set up one world government, the New World Order, using one verse from the Quran and one verse from the Bible. And that's what they did. And wait for the shock, the churches themselves. Remember, was saying that if you don't take Bill Gates' love juice, etc., you're going to hell. The same tone if you don't vote Donald Trump, right? The Christian. You begin to realize how they use what you find to be a comfort during your times of distress and tribulation. They use that to their weapon. They don't really believe in it, but they use it to their weapon. So they were going around saying that it's okay to take this Bill Gates love juice. It's okay. Even though you look at the ingredients, and the ingredients tell you glycerine, pork cells, water, etc. Yet they looked in your face and they lied to you, and they told you that these ingredients was not in there. You know something? No Muslim worth their name went out and did their research. Not one. They were brainwashed. Same thing with Christians. They did not go and say, wait there, why this, look at what I do. They didn't do it because of the ingredients. They did it for other reasons. But the church wanted their money. The church wanted their money, and so did the Muslims. They wanted the world to continue capitalism. They wanted the money to flow, and the only way that was going to happen is by telling people, open your doors, open the doors. Take the love juice and let's, get the doors wide open again. Give me your money so you can go to heaven. All part of the plan. When it comes down to it, they united with their enemies. Notice the whole world was on a lockdown, on a shutdown. These are people who don't, North Korea, China, Germany, England, America, people who don't even talk to each other. They're in unison. If you ever read the book, Confession of an Economic Hitman, how they can control recession. They can create recession, and they can talk their way out of recession. You know, they actually control the lockdown. And when they wanted to, that's it, open up the market again. It tells you, and for every country to agree with it, every single country, even those who are at war with each other. Oh, okay, that's it. Let's stop. Let's all go indoors until the plague leaves the earth. They're all at one accord. They all sang from the same music sheet. There was no difference, no division. How do you explain that? How did Bill Gates have the power to shut down the whole world, to even get the Muslim world to take his love juice? And the church to even compromise? How did he have the power to get even religious people to compromise? The same people that talk about the New World Order, the same people that talk about Illuminati, and the same people who fell. Same people who've fallen. You will never know who your enemies are. It is very difficult because the wheat and the tare, they look the same. You will never know. They're talking good talk, but when it comes down to it, drowning man clutches at straw. When it comes to your interest, you'll be surprised how many people will turn away from their own religion. They will turn away from their own principle, their own truths when it comes to their own interest. The Muslim world did it. The Christian world did it. That's the reason why I open my mind like a flower and I question everything. You can't believe anything that the world tells you anymore. We live in a very deceptive age.